Claymore.
Arsenal fought 7 innings in the sun and won. You don't want him to be throwing. So maybe a relief later on as Claymore will stand in. The first pitch of the game. In Taylor Fields. Winner take all, 1 spotted bar. We're underway with a called strike 0-1. Good start. You're a Thibodaux fan, that is. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. I can tell you, yesterday, as we wait I was at Homa Christian, and St. Charles Catholic had at least 7 coaches there, including one with a radar gun, and they were charting and doing all sorts of things. 2-1. Foul. 2-2. They're watching on Bayou Sports. Hello. We'll see you next week. Hopefully one of these 2 teams will be beating you next week. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch. Got him. Takes out of the zone. Now Drew Petrie.
Next up, Drew Petrie.
Lefty matchup. Fields delivers. I won't know. Both games of the series were decided in the final seconds. 1-1 scoreboard update brought to you by Dominic. LSU is crushing Ole Miss 6-0. 1-1. 2-1. I got a scoreboard update for you. To heck with the NBA. The Philadelphia 76ers swept the Nets. Throw out James Harden again, see what's going to happen. 4-0. Without Joel Embiid. 2 balls and 1 strike. I green one as I finished floating for the day. Petrie ahead in the count. The sun is slowly making its way to the western sky, but it's going to be out there. That one's hit foul.
Behind us, in front of us?
Yep. Yep. 3-2. Hit lookout. And it's out. The MVP of the weekend was a cold front that swept through yesterday. It was without it, it would be about another 10 degrees hotter, and it would be brutal out here. The 3-2. It's out here. And it's going to be a base runner for the Gators.
Next up, Jackson Martin.
Jackson Martin will stand in. Jackson pitched well outside of about 1 inning in the second game where he got touched for 6 runs. Pitch. I don't know. In a brief conference, Segrist is going to go talk to his pitcher Fields. You know, one thing to consider is, yeah, this is a young Thibodaux team in terms of playoff experience, but everybody else in the game, as we await the 1-0, which is low, everybody else in the game has gotten 2 games to get the bugs out. Fields hadn't played. This is his first time out there.
That being said, Thibodaux has actually broken close play.
2-0, called strike 2-1. Fields delivers. Swing and foul tip. Love it's 2-2. Allen is on deck. Thibodaux's taking his lead. The 2-2. It's 2 away. A good strikeout pitch gets Martin looking.
Good motivation. See somebody going to the bullpen and warm it up early. Back to strikeout.
Pitch. Now they're 0-1. Boy, you just think after losing the second game, they would be big for Thibodaux to put a 0 up there early. Give their offense a chance. They throw back. If you want to call what Thibodaux's doing, throwing in the bullpen. They're watching the game. They're not at all throwing.
Well, he made a couple of tosses and got the strikeout, and he's on his way back.
The 0-1. Strike, it's 0-2. And look, to be fair, we're laughing and joking. It's a kid who threw in the last game, so I don't know how much he needed to get hot. Fields has certainly found something. It's 0-2. The pitch. Got him. It's on the side. He strikes out on the side. Really good inning for the Tigers defensively. They'll come to the plate with their chance to try to take the lead. We'll be back in a minute with the bottom of the first on ESPN 100.3. That makes sense. Pitch. Side corner for strike 0-1. Low by the catcher, but then no one on 1-1. Murillo, the center fielder, hits it in the air to right. Should be routine, and it is. And it's rolled away. Good catch by Oakland. I think we've been pronouncing this young man's last name wrong. The grass is the way they say it here. It's not I want to know. Yep. We've been saying Reeves. One ball and no strikes. Champine's pitch. Breaking pitch for a strike, 1-1. Crowd lightened up a little bit between games, as could be expected. 2-1. They might go get a snack and come back in the third, fourth inning. Why wouldn't you eat a snack here? The food they got here. 2-1. Low 3-1. He's gonna go and walk up to the baseball, which got away. Walked off his chest plate. Detillier and Arsenault are gonna need an ice bath today. Those guys have fought both games on a hot day, and both guys have taken a beating that day. 3-1. It's like deja vu, right? Both innings start with some guy. Champagne gonna have to throw some strikes. The pitch, swing, and miss. He's way out in front of the breaking pitch 0-1.
Good at it.
There he did. Game 3, winner take all. The winner will move on to Lake Charles to take on Barb next weekend. The 0-1 in the dirt, and there's going to be an advance. It squirted by just enough that a good dirt read from LaGraz allowed him to take second.
Not much Detillier could have done that.
Nope.
He did a good job blocking it and just bounced away.
Get a hold of him. Let's go now. Get around on it.
Alpine. All the damage has been self-inflicted so far. Walked in the wild pitch, the 1-1 with the ball. Can't wait for play-by-play on Monday. All of the action around 1-1. Hit hard. Foul, way foul. He's way out in front. I'm beginning to realize and see when I'm behind here putting some sunscreen. I like when that sun was behind us more than when it was in front of us. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Step off. You know what? I might be Thursday. If assuming that we don't have to go up to Lake Charles, I'm going to probably go watch CCA play a single elimination game with Ascension first on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah. I know Vanderbilt starts on Thursday as well. The 1-2 hit foul. I could talk for hours about how ridiculous it is that that bracket is only single elimination, but we're not going to get into that right now. Ball and 2 strikes. Arsenault fight. Pitch from Champagne. Hit on the left side through the infield. Is Thibodaux going to try to score a run? They will. And they'll be successful in that endeavor. It's 1-0 Tigers. Just threw the bat at it and found some luck. brought down, and he started off the pitch at that time. Had a big old jump. The pitch is called a strike. And Thibodaux getting aggressive. No balls in one strike. Pitch. Chopped on the left side. Gloved by the shortstop. He'll go to third. Didn't get him. No doubt about it. He didn't get him. Took him off the bag. And Tiger Drive runners in the corners. And now, little Coach Rod has an opportunity. Ian Rodriguez. He'll throw back in the runner did save. We saw Thibodaux have activity in the bullpen in the top of the first inning when it looked like trouble was brewing. Curious to see what the Gators opt to do here. Runners at the corners already down a run. Back and another not very close play. If we've learned one thing in this series as we await the first pitch to Rodriguez, which is high, is that you can't score enough to put either of these two teams away. They are not phased.
One run's not going to do it.
Yeah, they're not phased by any type of rally that the other team has. I was just talking to Coach Ogeron with you in between games about the resiliency of these clubs. That's cut on this 1-1. You expect it from South Terrebonne, right? They've been there before, but I am super impressed. Thibodaux's not been on this stage. They just keep coming through the whole side. Champagne throws back, and the runner's in safe.
We mentioned the Gator. Once again, everyone gets on base. We'll check real quick with the Tigers.
If they didn't, it was close. Champagne's pitch hit behind us, and it'll be 1-2.
2 games in a row. Every batter that came to the plate somehow during the game on the way to get on base.
Pretty tough. It's a shame that one of these two teams got to go home. Because if they were matched up with someone else, they would have both probably won their series. Playing this way at least. But such is life. Stroessler and his crew trying to add to their 1-run lead. There's no disappointment. 1-2 for Rodriguez. He's a battle. It's going to be tough to put him away. Champagne's pitch. Foul into the screen.
Under the timing, I think he has the timing now. He's right, got a little under it.
The interesting thing to note is that, if Rodriguez runs well, the ground ball is going to be hard to turn to unless it's a short right outside. Now, the last time we said that, he lined into a double play. Or the batter lined into double play, Ian specifically. The 1-2, slow curve wide, laid off, and it's 2-2. Champagne is throwing a lot of pitches in the first inning. Boy, you don't want to have to go into your bullpen early. 2-2, get foul, and it'll stay 2-2. Bleach blonde bandits of Thibodaux High School, boy, they all got those blonde locks. ever had a team that did anything like that? Shape the head. 2-2. In the dirt.
Good job, Drake.
No advantage by the runner at first, but it will be now a full count.
Once again, blocking that ball, saving a run.
Saving a run, no doubt. It'll be a full count. Pitch. Walking. Bases loaded. Rodriguez fought and fought and fought, and Landon's winning aboard, and the Gators are. Chopin's got to settle down on the mound. A couple of walks in the inning. Pitch. High. Nope. Dropped in for a strike. My apologies. Looked high off his hand. It dropped in. It's 0-1. No balls and one strike. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Strikeout for the Gators here would be huge. Chopin looking to deliver it. The 0-2 got a piece of it to second. They'll go to first for the short out, and it is 2-0 Tigers. Second and third. Good defensive job. Albert will stand in with 2 in scoring position and a 2 across in the inning. The pitch. Strike 0-1. Chopin delivers. High, and it's 1-1. Way high. Thibodaux has the early lead at the bottom of the first inning. The 1-1 in the dirt, good, blocked by Detillier. It's 2-1. I know in the MLB there's a stat called run save, and in high school we don't have the technology to chart it, but I promise I can tell you it'll be one of the leaders. Run save. 2-1. There's another run save on the pitch in the third. It's 3-1.
I've seen a lot of kids this year have to be ranked.
And his counterboard. And on the other side is in there too. 3 balls and 1 strike. Albert ahead big. The pitch. That's not close. And the bases are loaded again. Stand in, I would be very patient. Chopin is struggling to throw strikes. Don't help him out. And that's not close, 1-0. You just wonder how far Coach Thibodaux and Coach Barba and the crew are going to be willing to go. 1 ball and no strikes. The brief meeting between Detillier and Champagne has commenced. The 1-0. It's not close. Low. 2-0. Helpless feeling out there if you're a Gator fan watching them struggle to throw strikes for 2-0. There's one. It's 2-1. No, right. It feels like way more than 2 come across. It's been such a long inning. That's it hard. Now more than 2 come across. There's a base hit. 1 run was scored. The second one being over now. And then he had a big home run in the second game that actually gave the Tigers the lead briefly. Swings at that one up the middle, right to the second base, bang and a bad hop into the outfield. The Tigers will score another run. Ricochet off the shot line, right where the grass met the dirt, took a wicked hop and skirted into the outfield, and it's now 5-0 Tigers. They've already got 5 across Murillo with runners at the corners. He batted earlier in the inning and flew out to right. It's low, 1-0. If you're Shane and you just watch Shakeen lose a heartbreak, boy, there's nothing better than this. That's low, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, 2-1. Champagne's thrown so many pitches that it's now virtually guaranteed it's going to be some bullpen at some point in the game. That one's hitting the air to right. That's carrying out to the right fielder who makes the play, and that'll retire the side. But it's a huge inning for Thibodaux. They scored 5. They have a 5-0 lead. We're going to the second inning. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3. Of his outs.
Losing a heartbreaker in the first game today to come back and 5 runs and they're happy.
Joe Bonus low 1-0. Yeah, if you could get a big half inning from the fields here, it would make a very loud statement. But getting shut down innings in this series has been a chore. Pitch. Left, but over his head. I was about to say, it looked like it was right at him, but it's over Solar's head. And it would be a leadoff double. Good start to the inning for the Gators. I'm telling you, bro. Not that that's what just happened, but this
Next
idea
up,
of
Drake
walking out
Detillier.
and Martin facing, that's a bad idea.
I was getting ready to see we talked over on the game, and he said Lerad's a pretty good hitter. And struggled the game before on Thursday night. He said the ball. He just crushed down with some double.
Detillier will stand in. For the Gators, you got to start clawing back. And that journey begins with a leadoff double from Lerat. Fields his pitch. Get in the air. Clark might hold that one. It will, and it's caught by the first baseman. There's really not a whole lot of wind, so I don't know what happened. I think it just overran it at first, ran all the way to the fence, then came back. But there's an out.
Next up, Landon
Because
O'Quinn.
that's what your coach will do, right under the fence, and then figure it out. Zopan will stand in.
He did a good job. He came back and adjusted and made a nice catch.
It shows bunt. He does bunt. It's foul, 0-1. That was not a let's get the runner to third bunt. That was a hey, let's get first and third bunt. He was trying to bunt for a hit. And if it would have been straight, it would have worked.
And that can be just to get the infield play up, or you can maybe punch a base hit right by him. We can play it up.
I'm gonna do me a favor, partner. Give me another scoreboard update from LSU and Ole Miss. All right? Last we heard, the Tigers run big. Shows bunt, gets it down foul 0-2. That's the plan. It's Alabama spring day today. You excited to watch the team that's going to be the runner-up in the SEC West again? No? No balls and 2 strikes. My phone is buzzing. I think that our producer has just sent me the information I was looking for. Swing! We've got the strikeout pitch going, doesn't it?
Now batting, Lincoln Dupree.
7-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 5th. That's LSU Tigers. Here's Thibodaux Tigers 5-0 top. It's hit hard right at the shortstop. And right at Rosie. the horn anymore. A lot of pressure on Brunet's shoulders here. Starts off with a lefty-lefty matchup. Foul on one. And I'm sure it will help give them a little edge. They have seen Brunet, saw him a couple days ago. That's low. 1-1. A big old first inning for the Tigers, but a lot of it was induced by helping the Gators. That one's hit on the right side, gloved by the second baseman. Gets it to the bag in time for the out. Good put out that time by Dupree. Getting it to Jackson Martin. RBI hit his first time up. Swings at the first pitch, chops it to Lerat. Long throw. Right. Two away. Gotta get it to somebody else. That defense. Reaching that play that was deep in the hole at short, where they tried to get the runner at third, and then the ball strike one in. The 0-1. That's the second game of the game. They're hot too, I guess. The 0-2, break and pitch wide, 1 and 2. The Gators want a quick half inning, get their offense back. The offense has got some work to do. So 1-2 pitch. Wide, 2-2. On a 1-2, that's a good pitch though. That didn't miss by a whole lot. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing,
Look out!
So, it's a quick bottom of the second inning. Can the Gators get closer in the top of the third? We'll find out in 60 seconds on ESPN 100.3. And look, it was the right call. Well, absolutely. I was a little surprised, but didn't make the attempt. The pitch. He's a call strike on 1. How about Taylor Fields? He has not looked right at all in the early stages. Throwing strikes, getting strikeouts. Swinging and missing, 2. What did we say in the pregame? It's going to take one pitcher to get hot with somebody.
Let's go, Cole. Stick it in there. Tee it up. In the middle, Cole.
And
Come on,
0-2
bub.
to Cole John.
Come on, Cole.
Out of 3 pitches.
Now batting, Braden Claymore.
Strikeouts and 9 batters come to the plate. Is now Claymore will stand in. He was a strikeout victim in the first inning to lead off the game. The lefty delivers. Hit hard. Foul. 1-2. Foul. 0-1. Trouble. Deal 1. Right. 1-1. Good delivers. Gets foul off the post. It's 1-2. Waymall. He pitched a little in the last game. Trying to figure out Fields, who has 5 strikeouts. That's foul. F can continue to keep cooling him. 1-2. Wide 2-2. Can South Terrebonne stay close enough before that happens? 2-2. If you go in that field behind us with a net, I'm sure you could fish out hundreds of baseballs. Yeah. 2-2. Chopped on the left side. Pull up by Roach. He's got to make a throw. Good runner, but he does make the throw in this 2 right. A good defensive play. And there's 2 out.
Come on, Drew.
Now batting, Drew Petrie.
And when he's got to make the throw, that's a quarterback. Petrie will stand in. He drew a walk. In the 3rd, Gators have no one aboard with 2 outs. Call strike on 1. Deal 1. So, excuse me, swing right to Road moving out of the side. 1-2-3 inning. Thibodaux rolling in the early stages. They're looking to add on. It's 5-0 Tigers. We'll be back in a minute on this.
I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosby's, I ain't go to Hill, man. I guess the money should have changed them. I guess I should have forget where I came from.
But it is what it is at this point. As Rodrigo will stand in. It's low, 1-0. Better for us. Yep. Renee's pitch. He has a strike, 1-1.
The job you do, much appreciated by all. You guys from both sides.
Yeah, yeah. It's low. 2-1. I tell them the bar set really low. No one else is doing anything. So, you know, it's a pretty low hurdle to clear. Unfortunately. That's why 3-1. Absolutely. No doubt about that. 3 balls and 1 strike. Rodrigo headed big. Brune's pitch. Hit hard, foul down the third base side. He was just out in front. Three balls and 2 strikes. That's it forward center. Coming in and making the play. Still John right at it. So good job, 1 away. Tell you one thing, man, I'm looking forward to football. That one is chopped on the left side. Glove by Leray. Got to make a throw. And it's low. As good of a defender as Leray has been today, that one was not one of his better throws, and they're allowed the Tigers to have a base runner. Albert will stand in. His pitch. Hit hard to right. And that's a base hit. Try to throw the second, but he does get in there. So now Thibodaux is threatening some damage. So a huge spot for both teams here. Brune's pitch. Low by the catcher. Everybody advances. So he gets second and third. All right, great. What to tell you, God bless him. He has blocked so many of them. That one squirted by on the wild pitch. Strike, 1-1. The Gators got to start getting some outs, and they've got to start getting some runs. Down 5 in the bottom of 3, with 2 in scoring position for the Tigers. 1-1. Hit in the air to right and foul out of play. One ball and 2 strikes. Brune would love a strikeout here. The pitch high, 2-2. Tucker Carlos is on deck. Time called at the last second. The twin brother of Ian. Jackson to count. 2-2. Wide and it's full. 3-2. On deck is Carlos. Boy, you don't want to face him with the bases loaded. Three balls and 2 strikes. And he walked him in the bases for the Tigers. Now you got to face the aforementioned Carlos. Carlos has eyes on 9-0. Nice pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner. That's a really good pitch from Brune, 0-1. We saw some big double plays in game 1 of the series. The Gators would desperately love to have one here. The 0-1. Blocked. Nope, not blocked by the catcher, but no chance. That is a base running mistake from the Tigers there. That ball got way by the catcher, and that should have been the 6th run of the game. He didn't read it. Shane is not pleased with the runner out there. Yeah. The 1-1. Strike, 1-2. Low in the zone, got the call. Gray's pitch. Foul into the screen. They had some times in the last game, boy, where they got thrown out on the bases, and boy, any one of those runs could have made a difference. The 1-2 hit on the right side, could be 2. They get it to the bag for 1. They go to first, not in time. It would be a fielder's first RBI ground out. Good job by Carlos busting it out of the box. And it is 6-0. Murillo has flown out to right twice in the game. Brune's pitch. Hit in the air to right. Should be playable. They're chasing it. And it's caught. What a nice play out there to retire the side. They covered a lot of ground. And it looked like
Shout out to the Thibodaux Volunteer Fire Department out here again today supporting the Tigers. Let's go support them May 4th through 7th for the Fireman's Fair. Leading off, Jackson Martin.
Fields has been superb on the mound so far. Martin struck out looking his first time up. It's a little 1-0. Pitch. Hit hard to center, but right at him, and there's one away. Hit it on the barrel, but right at a defender.
your legs, bro.
Now batting, Logan Mallard.
Ball came on the ground, I could have had a chance. I believe I've seen him fail.
Mallard struck out, lefty. That one's hit again to center. That one's going a long way. That is at the base of the fence. Mallard will have a double.
All right,
You know what's funny? All the Gator fans are thinking, hey, home run. Then when the ball lands, like no noise at all. But there's now excited.
Next up, Henry Learet.
Now Henry Learet will stand in.
Let's go, Learet.
With a runner at second and one out. Henry doubled down the line and left his first time up. Another one like that will make it 6-1.
Come on, Henry.
Fields looks at the runner. Now to the plate. It's a strike, 0-1. Taylor Fields has been poised. It's 0-1. Chopped on the left side through the infield. Mallard will head to third. Will they send him? They will not. There'll be runners at the
Good job,
corner.
Henry. Get him in now, Drake.
Get a barrel on it, Drake.
Get him in now.
Next
Here
up,
they come.
Drake
Detillier will
Detillier.
stand in. He popped out to first his first time up. When you're down 6 runs in the 4th inning, every chance you get like this, you got to get something.
Let's get him, Detillier. Get him in there.
Come out, Tuna.
Fields delivers to the plate. Hit hard, just foul, 0-1. Just to the left of the third base bag. That ball's still rolling all the way to the fence.
Come on, Drake.
Go, Drake.
The 0-1. Hit foul behind us, 0-2. Now you got to protect and put it in play against a guy who's got a ton of strikeouts in Fields.
Smart.
The 0-2. High. 1-2. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Fields his pitch. Foul behind us. Into the land of lost baseballs back there.
Let's go.
See it all the way in.
Let's go. Come on, Drake.
One ball and 2 strikes. Detillier fighting. Fields his pitch. Low. It's 2-2. Oquan's on deck. He would love an opportunity to bat with 1 out. The pitch. Chopped on the left side. Gloved by the third baseman who gets it to the bag in time. Mallard had to freeze because the ball was hit to the third baseman. The runner from first goes to second. But Thibodaux gets a big ol' out there. Got a pinch hitter.
10.
Martin was old. Peyton Martin is the hitter. So he'll stand in a big spot. Chance to get 2 RBI.
Now batting,
2 outs,
Peyton
runners
Martin.
at second and third. Taylor Fields trying to work through the 4th with his team ahead by 6.
Let's go, let's go. Get him in.
Pitch. It's foul, 0-1. Right side out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Swings and fouls it into the screen. Chase ball 1. It's 0-2. Seeing that, if I'm Coach Strusler, I'm throwing some high cheese, seeing if I can get him to chase. No balls and 2 strikes. Time call. Oh, balk call. There you go. There's a run. Circle that. Spot him again.
Go on, Logan.
May not have called the ball in play.
We'll see. A balk has been called for the time being, but they are talking about it. And went to his mouth on the rubber. Balk. It stands, and it's 6-1. The runner from second moves to third. Boy, circle that. That could be big. A little later on. Here it is, 0-2 to Martin. And it's foul into the fence. Yep.
Let's go, come on. Your wall, tuna.
Trying to get a big out here. The pitch. Foul. In the tip of the dugout. Will stay 0-2.
Come on, straighten out, let's go.
Those are some really pretty pitches for 0-2 though. I would have thought maybe a little higher, maybe a little wider.
Henry. Get Henry in. Come on, Peyton.
Pitch. Deep. Out. We're going to the home half of the 4th. South Terrebonne gets a run closer, but Thibodaux still in control at 6-1. For another extremely long half inning break. The grass will stand in.
Come on, 7.
First pitch of the inning from Brune is cut on and missed for 1. I don't think that 6 runs is going to beat the game. Like, you just don't have that feeling. Pitch. It's foul. 0-2.
All right, 7.
How much does Steve have in his tank? How long can he go? That's going to be the key thing. The game is chasing all the miles.
All bets are off. It's high. To LeGraze.
In the meantime, I just getting runs.
Keep scoring. The 1-2. Slow curve. Got him. He knew it. There's one away. Got him to buckle those knees. If Arsenal could get going, time call.
I'm like the music playing.
Yeah, they do leave it on a smidge long. Nice pitch. Hit hard and far to the left. Will the Park hold it? Just missed it. Far and left. Just missed it. But a good catch by Petrie out there. Pitch. Slow curve wide, 1-0. In the late stages, in the bottom of the 4th. 2-0. Tyler Solar, pitching Brune. Chopped foul into the Tiger dugout. Still not as much as last year when the Gators came to California. 2-1. Into the screen, 2-2. But to be fair, I don't know that we're going to ever see that again. That was a huge crowd. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's hit hard to left. That's going to be a double at least. A fair ball down the line. How far is he going to run? He's going to get to second, and he's going to hold up there. So it's a 2-out double for Solar.
Till I get my money right.
But a big spot, a chance to vacuum up that run that they gave up in the 4th. The pitch, low, 1-0. no strikes. Steps off. Here's the pitch. Hit hard, base hit. They'll go to pinch runner score. They're going to try. And yes, he will. It's 7-1. Thibodaux. The runner will advance to second. And the Tigers add some insurance on an RBI base hit from Ian Rodriguez. One across in the inning from Brunet. Record the third out. In the dirt, it's by the catcher. The runner will advance to third. You're just asking too much of the Tillier, man. There's too many balls in the dirt.
Hey, refocus. Let's go.
The Gators have to collect themselves because that hand is slipping off the rope a little bit. The 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. We know their offense could get them back into it. It's a matter of the pitching and defense could hold the Tigers down. Pitch. Wide, 2-1. Brunet delivers. Swing and a miss. He chased ball 3.
Okay.
2 balls and 2 strikes, and insurance run over at third. Pitch. Low. Blocked by the pitcher. It's 3-2.
Come on, here we go now.
Brunet on the rubber. Delivers. Hit to the right, and it's going to be caught out there to retire the side. But the Tigers get an insurance run. They get the run back that the Gators got. And it's 7-1 Thibodaux. We're going to the 5th inning. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3. Big inning for Thibodaux. Big inning for South Terrebonne. They're all big innings in game 3, right? Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on 1. Taylor Fields delivers. Chopped on the left side. Rodriguez there. And he throws a hose to first, one away. Rodrigue is smooth out there, isn't he?
Next up, Cole John.
Cole John will stand in. He struck out his first time up. Low, 1-0. Gators down to their final 8 outs potentially. We've already worked it into the 5th.
Grayson.
1-0. High, 2-0. Flinched a little bit. Here's count for Cole John. Hit him. His batter will give them a base runner. Top of the order. And I don't have to tell you when I say top of the order who's lurking. Fields getting the talking to from his infielders. Nope. Cole John is still shaking out the cobwebs. He got hit in the leg. He's being tended to by the trainer out there. Looks like he's going to give it a go. Got hit on the shin, huh? You know what I don't want to have happen? Yeah, so you know what I don't want to have happen? I don't want to get hit by a pitch in the shin. It's something that feels like fun. That's why you and I are always very comfortably behind a screen somewhere.
Now batting, Braden Claymore.
Claymore will stand in. And Fields find the release point after hitting the batter. That's fouled, 0-1. I'm surprised down 6 to see some first pitch chasing. I know some teams take a strike when you're behind big. Try to let the pitcher work themselves into some trouble. The 0-1. Dropped into the Thibodaux dugout, foul, 0-2. Claymore struck out and grounded out. The 0-2. Got him. Now they'll throw down, and he's safe there. But the pitch is a called strike 3, which Thibodaux will take that. They'll give up the base for the out. The runner advances to second, and there's 2 away in the inning.
He was trying to make something happen.
And John's saying, hey, I'm done. I think he's, nope, he's telling the trainer to go back. I thought he was calling the trainer out, but he's telling the trainer to go back into the dugout. Got hit and stole second, but he's still walking very gingerly. The trainer's not taking that advice. He's saying, hey, you know what, let's take a look at this. Drew Petrie will stand in when the The trainer will head back into the dugout. And there was another big strikeout for Fields, who is stacking them up.
Now batting, Drew Petrie.
Petrie with a runner in scoring position. It's a runner that the Gators have to see touch home. Lefty-lefty matchup. And a ball way wide, 1-0.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's if he scores him on a hit. 1-0. Hit hard to the left. And a diving catch! Tyler Solar lays out Sports Center top 10 nominee.
All right, it's that time again. Let's stand up, stretch out, and sing along. We got another guest up here. 01.
Brune will stand in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch. Strike, 0-1. Good curveball. The sun hanging in that left field sky. That's wide, 1-1. Goes behind us, now it's in front of us. And in about an hour, it'll make the viewing experience of Bayou Sports miserable. 1-1. Hit hard to center, but right at Cole John. Pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Yep. Swing and a miss, 0-2. I like the way Cole Trussler threw in the second game. He only threw a handful of pitches. The 0-2. Hit foul on the right side out of play. But until Fields gets in trouble or Max is out, it'll be hard to do anything. 0-2. Chopped on the left side, gloved by Learett. Got to make a throw.
Good job, Good job,
So 2 early inning outs for the Gators will set up Carlos Brown.
Let's go, anyone.
Hit a mile in the air. They'll fight the sun. It should be routine. And that'll retire the side. It's a quick 1, 2, 3
Let's go.
South Terrebonne in the last stand. Boy, with Martin, Mallard, and Learett coming up, we're going to find out. They're down 6 runs. It's 7-1. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3. Good news is that these guys are up, but the bad news for South Terrebonne is that they started the inning with no one on when these guys are up.
Come on, Jack.
Fields his pitch. Strike one. Fields has been terrific today on the mound. The 0-1. Hit
Hey, go,
hard
Jack!
to center. Right at him. That's just kind of been the Gators' luck in Game 3. A lot of hard hit balls right at folks. That was a good catch by Murillo out there. One away.
Now batting, Logan Mallard.
The same thing Martin did his last at bat, lined out to center. Mallard doubled to center, hitting it over the center fielder's head. A ball that we thought would have been a home run maybe off the bat. Wide 1-0. But even for as good as this offense is, Podden, you're running out of outs. You're down to your final 5 outs. Down 6 runs. Strike 1-1.
Chance to be off the face. Top of the lineup again.
Yep. Shane takes a peek down at the bullpen. The doggone ice cream trucks out there playing music. That's what that is. Tell them to make a delivery to the radio table. The 1-1 hit on the up the middle, gloved by Rodrigue, and with I threw him off the bag. Yeah, I was about ready to say with Mallard running, he had time, but the throw took him off the bag, and the Gators have a base runner.
Now batting, Henry Lered.
Now Henry Lered will stand in. Henry's been the guy seen at the best off of Fields today. He's 2 for 2, a double to left and a base hit to left. Pitch. Wide, 1-0.
I'm trying to close out this game. It seems like it's way too close to the game.
Yep. Yep, that's a routine throw from short to first. You got to convert that one. 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. But Rodrigue's so good back there, he's liable to make a diving catch or something to make up for it. He's done several of those. 1-1. High, 2-1. Tense moment. The Gators have to have it happen right now. Wide, 3-1. A hitter's count to a really good hitter. Can he ambush one? He pops it up. Should be playable and routine out and right. And it is, and there's 2 away. Boy, that's a break for Thibodaux. 3-1 hitter's count. He popped up to right. Now Detillier will stand in. Yes, he's been terrific. The pitch. Inside nearly hit him 1-0. He's worked 5 2/3, allowed just the 1 run. And we don't know how much pitching they have left, but he's been the only guy that's been needed so far. That's hit hard right at the third baseman, who makes a nice play and a nice throw. And again, the Gators find barrels right at people. A good job by Albert making the play, and that'll retire the side. Thibodaux looking to add on. They lead 7-1. We're going to the home half of the 6th. It's getting right here on ESPN 104. Murillo will stand in. He has had a quiet night. He's fallen out to right 3 times in a row. His pitch. Wide, 1-0. Pitch. There's a strike in the lower part of the zone, 1-1. One is low, 2-1. LSU's up 8-3 in the top of the 8th. Thanks, Dominic, for that scoreboard update. I'm sure the LSU fans on social media are furious that it's not 28-3. Out there, they only win by a couple of runs, right? 2-1 hit on the left side, gloved by the shortstop. Got to make a long throw, and a little bobble is going to cost them. He fielded it, or got to it clean, but didn't field it. Be a really fast pick for Luke to get more assignments. As LaGrange will stand in. They throw back. He's in safe. I'll tell you what, Dominic and Luke, and I know we mentioned this at the end of our Tarpon broadcast, they're a big old MVP of our baseball season. They have helped us a lot. Because as we await the first pitch, it just hit hard and gloved by the first baseman. Now we've got to run to the bag, and they get the out. Very close play, but Jackson Martin beats him to the bag. Go, Tuna! And guess what? That ain't fun. That's low, 1-0. Working an iPad, calling a game, keeping a scorebook, having to keep you out of trouble. It's a lot of work, man. That's right. 1-0. Low, 2-0.
Midland Tuna, come on, Bob.
Oh, man. The right hand has been worn out. I'm kidding. I'm just doggone hard there. 2 balls and no strikes. It's hit in the air to center. Should be routine. Cool John's there. And he makes the play. As a fan says, Payal. He didn't say cold sauce, so he didn't finish. And with the way the Gators have finished playoff games in years past, you need a couple of add-ons. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. The runner will head to third. They throw down, and he's in safe. Now what that does is it puts a big old burden on the tailgate to have to block everything, right? This will be 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Good frame job. 0-2 scrapes the bottom portion of the zone. Brune trying to get his team back into the dugout. That's hit to right. I can't see it. You're going to have to rely on the fans. It is foul. Thanks to Coach Joe for helping us out there.
We're ahead.
CCA playing on Thursday over at Southland Field against Ascension Christian. It's an 8-9 matchup, single elimination.
Doing good, Drake. Doing good.
The 0-2, low, 1-2. Got a lot of team's home. Vanderbilt will be home. EDY will be home. The winner of this series will not. The 1-2. 2-2. Outside and low. The winner of this series is going to take on Barb, the number 2 seed. I would like to see the number 1 seed if the 33-1 5A team is not number 1. The 2-2. Low 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Brune trying to end the inning. Pitch to Solar. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher, but the runner will head to first. The runners will be at the corners. Now for Ruth.
Wait till I get my money.
As the baseball, Rodrigue trying to add on the pitch. Foul off the end of the bat on the right side, 0-1. We've been in the sun since 9 o'clock. They lasted an hour. Isn't that a shame?
The AC crack back.
They're going to cancel my show one day if I keep talking bad about them. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. The runner takes off and will get there because they put it in their pocket.
Let's go. Got one more, let's go. You gotta hit it.
You especially, mister, I don't use sunscreen. Yeah? It's not today. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch. Hit in the air. Who wants it? Martin's calling it. He's got it. Now to retire the side. So nothing on the board, but it's go time. South Terrebonne has to have it.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
We'll be back in 1 minute with the 7th inning on ESPN 100.3. First pitch of the inning from Fields. Inside corner for a strike, 1-1. How good has Taylor Fields been today, man? The 0-1. Wide. I bet you if you go in game changer, there ain't been very many times this year the Gators have been held to 1 run in 6 innings. I had to guess. Now it's hit up the middle. The second baseman's got it. He has to make a throw. 1 away. Great start to the inning. Thibodaux, who's beginning to feel it out there. As Lincoln Dupree was saying then, excuse me.
Next up, Lincoln Dupree.
But your patience after this game, Coach Kyle. It was after we tear down. That's outside. I'm going to have to go and talk to the winning coach, whoever that may be. You're 3 ahead in the count. 1 out in the inning. The bases are clear. Thibodaux up 6. That's hit in there. That should be very routine for Rodrigue. He's under it. Thibodaux is 1 out away from going to the second round, folks. Give credit to Taylor Fields. He has
Next up, Cole John.
Strikes. As Cole John will stand in. The Gators are down to their last out. Fields' pitch. Fields' strike. 0-1. Pitch. Outside, 1-1.
Find a way, Cole. Come on, Bob.
The Gators have to just keep handing the baton to the next guy over and over. The 1-1. Swing and a move go down to the last strike. Thibodaux can feel it in the home dugout. They are ready to charge the field. They need 1 more strike. The 1-2. He got it.
Your Barker Buick GMC scoreboard final. Tigers 7, Gators 1. Tigers advance to Lake Charles, baby. Hey, Tiger fans, let's give it up for those Gator players, coaches, and fans. Thank y'all for a good series.